Good morning, guys. We got an 80 kW and a 4.5 liter. Currently has an alarm for a low engine pressure oil. Let's take a look and see what we can do. Okay, so we have our low oil pressure switch right here. Directly goes to the ECM. ECM sends the traffic to the controller whenever it's not detecting when it either opens or closes, depending on what the switch is. So what we're going to do, quickest way to tell if the switch is bad, we will check the ohms, not the ohms. We will check the voltage to see if we get power. So, negative to battery, since it's right here. We'll check our DC voltage on both sides. So, 0.2 on both sides, 0.2 on both sides. We'll check our ohms. Since we're getting 0.2 on both sides, we might, yep. So it's currently closed, so it should open when the oil pressure gets up there. We'll go ahead and check the oil level. We're about right here, so nothing too crazy. That's enough oil for it to build pressure. So you got marks here, normally closed, and then closed, and then same thing on the new one. And you roll through and just match the wires up. I don't think there matters really, but I just match it to the manufacturer. Okay, get our handy dandy pressure gauge off. I believe this was a 9/16. Yep. Pull it off. Alright, now take that off. Screw it on. Pretty simple. Oil pressure alarms, you always want to check both the sensor and the pressure. If you have good pressure, most likely the sensor is bad. If both test bad on this unit, ECM would be bad. But this unit's already had brand new ECM, so I know it's not the ECM unless something magically happened between the last time I did the repair on this. So now we're going to run the unit one more time. Yep. Now we're going to run a unit long enough to go through its process of alarms, so 13 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Unit ran with no issues at all. Did not shut off for any oil pressure related alarms. So it's good to say that this unit is good. We'll clean up the area, make sure everything's put back nice and tight. if you're curious on the part number, it's 0A8584. I'll get a couple more pictures and then we'll move on. See you at the next job. Okay, so this unit right here, I quoted spark plug wires. All of them except for cylinder 1 wire was testing good. I was getting 1800 on the wire, which is 6 times the amount that it usually has. Unit was backfired, and that's the only thing I could come down to. The emission coils were all testing good. So, and gas pressure was good, and it was intermediate, so it would backfire every once in a while. Ohmage. Okay. So. $2,400. It has gone up since then. That is crazy. And then if I grab the new one, see the difference? Oh my gosh. This is on. Good morning, everyone. So this customer just bought this house, or is potentially going to buy the house, and I'm basically doing a inspection on the generator to ensure that they are getting their money's worth. This is a Cummins 20 kW N20. Most likely the H6 bundle or N6 bundle. I'm gonna take all these 10mm bolts off just to look at it. I don't know if you can see, but there's leaves down there by the card. Definitely don't want leaves by this card. Alright, so we're going to take this air filter housing off. I want to look at the air filter. filtering is not too bad, just debris. Yeah, not too bad. We just got leaves, so we just pop those out. But other than that, this filter doesn't look terrible. Okay, so jumpers on 3 and 4, that's good. Got your 1, 7. What we got here? Oh, they're doing an inline fuse. That's crazy. That is real crazy. I've never seen an inline fuse before. That's a giant red flag. Okay. That looks good. Battery might be low. 450 cold cranking amp. Oh, good battery. It's 2 years old. Check it out. Okay, yeah, so this unit sounds real good. I mean, most likely brand new, but 25 hours, 2 years, so it's hasn't been really running, they don't really lose power here. So, you got exercise clock. Go ahead and give it 120 to keep it charged. There is an internal battery, but it constantly charges off this. So you got your line, neutral, and then your 2-wire start for it to close until the generator start for a certain amount of time, and then it'll open back up, telling it to stop. Pretty simple install. I'm not one to talk while I'm working. I'll just do it. I wish there was a place I could latch it, but there's not, and I don't want to drill holes into this to put a plate. So we will just let it chill right there. Hey guys, so I didn't really explain it why I installed those exerciser clocks when I was working on it. Again, I don't tend to talk when I'm working. I just do it and get the job done. But the reason we install exercise clocks instead of replacing the controller is basically cost-wise. It's better just to install those timer clocks, and if we replace that controller, it is bound to happen again. And what's happening is the memory for the exerciser and date and time are resetting by themselves. They just randomly reset. It's a common issue on these Kohler bigger transfer switches with the RDTs and the impacts. They lose the memory, reset, and you can basically put them back, but then over time, like 2 or 3 weeks, it'll reset again and just keeps failing. So we install the external clocks that basically all they do is keep track of time. It's a clock that's constantly going through the days, time, and whenever it gets to the time you set it, it will close the contactor for the remote start, telling the generator to start, and then once it goes to the timer of say 20 minutes, it'll open those contactors back and tell the generator to stop. It's a pretty simple mechanism, nothing fancy about it. It's just better reliability doing that for the customer instead of buying a whole new $1,600 transfer switch board or the $5,000 controller for the bigger switch. But yeah, that's pretty much why I install.